What is up, guys? Welcome back. As you can see, today is a rainy day outside and we are starting off in the kitchen because we are cooking. Look at, we are cooking. Yeah, it's a headlight. So this is a trick. It's kind of an old school trick. I don't know if you guys know about it, but this man, his headlight was full of water. Here, I'll drop the clip I sent him. Here you go. Here you go, bro. Check this out. Look. That's why it's not working. It's full of water. Yeah, it was like full of water and it burnt out his ballast. So the first thing we're doing is we are gonna put it in here. Like I said, it's an old school trick. What it is, it's like 190, I think I put it like to 190 degrees. It's a really low temperature. I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes and then we are gonna use screwdriver and we're gonna pry it open. There's like 4 or 5 screws on the back of it and you'll undo them and then, you know, we can peel it apart and we can reseal it. So that way this doesn't happen again. He bought a new ballast. And yeah, so that's the first thing on today's list. As you can see, we have already started. I have my coffee, screwdriver on the ready. So yeah, I'm gonna wait here another 10 more minutes and we're gonna keep going. So here we go. Okay, so it has been about 10 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take this thing out of here. Let me set the camera down real quick. Okay, and so I've already removed the screws out of the housing to help it separate a little bit better. This glue now should be nice and gooey enough that when you take it and break it away from the tabs on here, it should want to separate. It's been a little bit of time since I've done this. There it goes. There we go. So you can see now it's split open. There's actually a channel inside here that it sits, and if there's not glue in there, that could be the possible reason why we are getting all the water in here. So now I need to pull the wiring part off. Make sure nothing breaks. Be very gentle with it. And I have 2 halves now. So I'm gonna clean the channel on the inside. We're gonna put new glue and reseal it. Okay, so I did leave some of the glue in here. You don't have to clean it all out. However, I made sure that I drug the screwdriver down, clearing the channel enough that I know that this is actually gonna sit in the groove. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll actually add the glue in that channel with the excess glue after I put this back in the oven. So I left the oven on, you can see, because I'm gonna let this sit in the oven for maybe about 5 more minutes, just so that way this glue gets all tacky again. And then I'll run the new bead of glue all the way down the channel and we'll put this in, put it back together. Don't forget to plug it in if it is modified with the LED strips like this. Plug it in and then we'll set it down. And then there's the screw holes I was telling you about that kind of walk up the side here and here. After I put it on, we'll use those to like suck it together and make sure all of the tabs close so that way no more water can get in. Okay, and the glue that I'm using is Toyota's FIPG. FIPG stands for Form in Place Gasket. I was a Toyota tech, and so I have tons of this stuff. It's for oil pan camshaft housing, but this is just a super good sealant. Okay, and I'm sure that's enough to make it all gummy. Pull this out. Oh yeah, you can feel the plastic's pretty warm. set this so it doesn't fall. We are now done with this. Cut that, and we will squeeze this into there. Okay, and you don't have to go crazy with this. You just want enough that it's going to seal this and ensure there's no way that water can get in here. So you can see the tabs are actually starting to come together. I might enlist the help of the pliers a little bit to squeeze on here to make sure it's fully seated. But before this dries, let's go do that. All right, now you can see all the tabs are all lining up. It's kind of squeezing out a little bit there. Need to clean it up just a little bit. But here's the screws I was talking about that go in to hold it together. Yep, everything's pushed together now. So now we're gonna let it dry. All right, so sorry, a little bit of time has passed. We were just loading up that red car. It's been pouring rain. I know right now it's not pouring rain. So before any of y'all are like, yeah, this is nothing, this is just drizzling, blah, blah, blah. It was pouring rain. So we had to hurry up, load that thing. Unfortunately, that project's not gonna get the LS swap. I think he's actually going to sell it. We might do another project here in the future, but yeah. So let me kind of dry it off. I'm gonna figure out what the rest of today's going. All right, have the bumper off, getting ready to put this back together, put the ballast in the headlight. It should be dried. Today is not going the way I was hoping it was gonna go. I've got sidetracked. Another dude stopped by. I had to talk to somebody else. I had to help the girl. It's just not been as productive as I'd hoped. So unfortunately, we're still on this. Let me show you guys the headlight. Still drying, like there's a little bit of water from the inside, but that'll dry. But you can see everything's all dried, squeezed together. Looks good. So it's ready to go back in. The ballast for the HIDs will go on the bottom here. This was able to dry overnight. It was like really wet. But he has a new ballast and a new bulb. I think the bulb in there is brand new, so I don't think we're going to change that right now. We're gonna put the ballast in and see what happens. So we'll do that first, and then we'll put the headlight in and see if the headlight works. New ballast all pushed on. Made sure everything's tight, secure. I was gonna change the one lead that goes from the inside of the ballast to the back of the bulb. However, this has been a modified headlight, and so by doing that, it'll mess with all the wires here. So we're just gonna leave it in the box, and then we're gonna put this on, and we're just gonna set it in there, see if it works. All right, let's see if this one works. Perfect. Hell yeah, actually working again. And made sure this was plugged in. Awesome. Front all back together. Time to put the car on the ground. We're gonna take it for a test drive. Make sure that there's no other like noises or weird things that I find sometimes when you take body panels apart, putting it back together, there might be a noise or something if it's not all the way seated. But try and take my time, make sure all the lines look good. Everything's all seated up. So same as the other side. So I don't think there'll be any issues, but I test drive all the cars before and after I work on them just to make sure. So yeah, let's get this thing on the ground. We'll take it for a test drive. Out there looking for a G35, I think he's actually going to sell this. So stupid clean. Can't really see the mileage. 134,821. The thing on there is kind of burnt out. So far that's the only thing on this car that I've seen at all that's been bad or not working properly. It's on BC coils, Kansai wheels, they're the tandems, the ones that everybody wants. We're done here. I want to apologize today. Not a lot of stuff got done. I mean, we did the headlight, really not that big of a deal. I know it's more of a process. Damn, I got a short shifter in it and everything. But yeah, it's kind of been just a, I don't know, it's like one of those days. Not every day at work is going to be like grueling. Not every day is going to be satisfying, and not every day is going to be filled with all kind of projects being done. So now with that car done, I'm gonna head back to the kitchen, but for a little bit something different. One of my favorite leftovers, and I hate leftovers, corned beef and cabbage. Look at that. Top it off with the only thing you top it off of, yellow mustard. All right, and that's gonna do it for today. It's 4 o'clock. I gotta eat, I gotta shower, and then you guys know it's Tuesday, it's my daughter's day, so I'm gonna go pick up my daughter. I'm sorry that this video hasn't been like real action-packed with a lot of stuff going on and not even really a lot of information on how to do things. However, I hope you guys learned something with the stove. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an old school trick, so most of you probably know how to do it, but it's a good trick. You see that it sealed the headlight and everything was good. So yeah, I'm gonna eat, I'm starving. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your week. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you on Sunday. Much love, peace.